Yo. What's good, everybody? What's good? It is Carlos Chaverst. You guys are tuned into the Carlos Chaverst Jr. show. We were joined by Murdaham just a second ago, but I'm not sure what happened. But Murdaham is on tonight as well. So welcome, everybody. We got a very, very, very good show tonight lined up for you. So welcome to another great show. We're in season 2, episode 7 or 8, something like that. But we in this thing. So hello, Murdaham. What's good, brother?
Hey, my little boy just said, "Fuck that show, Daddy. Can you play Roblox with me?" I was like, "I got you, my nigga. Give me about 30 minutes. I got you.
Your son want to play Among Us.
He not even on Among Us no more. He be playing Roblox with my oldest son. My oldest son, he on Roblox now, so they be playing Roblox together. But for some strange reason, they be wanting me to play with them. So
yeah. No, I get it. I get it. Well, welcome everybody again to the Carlos Chaverst Jr. show. It is Wednesday, January 27th. We got a dope show lined up for you tonight. We're talking about Trey Songz. There's some new developments as we're learning with the arrest with Trey Songz. We're going to talk about what happened with Trey Songz. Also, there was a Florida cop. I'm not sure you guys saw the video of what happened. There was a Florida cop who body slammed a high school student. So tonight we're going to cover and talk about that situation, show you all the video from that and much more. We also have a special guest tonight, a very good artist, very good friend of Murdaham. Jay Toon will be in the house tonight. We'll be talking with him and also playing one of his latest songs that he has out. Also, we're talking about there was a 37-year-old man shot and killed overnight by Mobile Police Department. So we're going to talk about that situation. It was a very weird situation. So we're going to talk about that. And also we got the situation with Stop and AMC. So if you guys are not familiar, Stop went through the roof today with GameStop and AMC theaters. So we're going to talk about that tonight and more. But Murdaham, man, how was your day today?
Man, my day was pretty good, man. You know what I'm saying? Be pretty much same thing every day. I'm up about 9-ish, checking emails, sending emails, on calls. I've been going through beats today for a couple artists I manage. So yeah, man, it's really my downtime here. I get to sit down, I get to talk shit, I get to, interact with people, because usually it's just me and a laptop and a tablet. So
man, I totally understand. Today was a pretty relaxed day for me as well. I didn't do very much.
It was raining today in Atlanta, so the rain always keep me posted. You know what I'm saying? I'm not really big on being out in the rain.
It snowed yesterday here in Denver, so I went out today because I had to go. Went out to the store and had to go pick something up, and so I went out today finally, because most of it snowed yesterday and the day before partly, but today it was actually most of the snow is cleared now. So it's very interesting how this stuff works. But everybody, let us know where you guys are tuned in from. We want to know where you guys are watching from. So let us know what part of the world. Where it don't matter what part of the world, wherever in the world you watching. Let us know. We want to give you a big shout out for tuning in tonight. So please, everybody, let us know where you guys are tuned in from. If you're in Birmingham, if you're in Atlanta, if you're in Mississippi, if you're in Hoover, tell us. But just be quiet and say, I'm at home.
Yeah.
But so what's good? So Big said I'm live from 63rd.
From 63rd.
Man, you from 23rd Street, Inslee.
Inslee.
This was talking about
23rd. Goddamn,
23rd Inslee. Robin, what's good to Robin Tipton? She's tuned in all the way in Birmingham, Alabama. So hello, Robin, and thank you so much for tuning in. You tune in very often, so we appreciate you for tuning in. And Vic, you better
while y'all typing in the comments, man, where y'all from, make sure you tag a friend, like the post, share the post to your timeline, man. We might could read somebody. We might could change somebody's day. We might could inform somebody with the information that we giving out today. So like, tag a friend, and share the post. Cause we might start doing a giveaway. I think every show we get 100 shares, we should do a Cash App giveaway or something.
Okay.
We was giving away the flights, So we can get 100 shares. We're gonna pick somebody from the likes and the comments, and we're gonna send them some on Cash App. But y'all gotta get to 100 shares.
Yeah, we got to get 100 shares. Israel is tuning in from Forestdale, Alabama. Larry said Birmingham North Side. Shout out to Larry.
How you doing, Mama Harris?
Yes, Mama Harris. See the truth. Marva Middlebrooks, Birmingham, Alabama. Appreciate you for tuning in. Mika, Adamsville. Let's see. So thank you all so very much for tuning in. What were you about to
Mama
say?
Harris is actually Andrea Harris. Oh, that's actually the mother of one of my best friends, Rod Harris. We went to school together. So anybody that went to Ramsey knows Rod, knows me and Rod's relationship. So big shout out to Mama Harris. She let me eat all her snacks. That was like the snack house we used to go over there. Mama Harris had all the snacks, bro. All the snacks. Like
when the protest was going on, Mama Harris actually fed me a couple of times. Like when the protest, I remember I forgot where I was. She brought a plate to me. You hear me? So and she can cook too, man.
Mama Harris, and she a real one. And she was like a real one. Outside finest, you know what I'm saying? 4-way finest. Mama Harris is, hey, Mama Harris. Like I said, what I'm saying? Shout out to Lake too. Shout out to Lake too.
Dallas guest is he's silently letting us know that he is tuned in from so yeah. Appreciate you for tuning in.
Yeah.
And for Birmingham, Alabama. So welcome again, everybody. So we're gonna get into it. So don't stick around. We're gonna take a very, very, very quick commercial break, and on the flip side, we're gonna come back. We're talking about Trey Songz when we get back. We're gonna talk about the latest situation with Trey Songz. Stick around. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. Welcome back, everybody. There was a sponsored ad by one of our partners, actually a business, all about you wedding and event planning, a business owned by my very own mom, Sonia Curtis. If you guys need any wedding planning, any event planning, any kind of stuff like that, please hit up All About You Wedding and Event Planning. So that's what we got. All right, Ms. Harris says she loved us, so we love you as well, Ms. Harris. Thank you so much. And Vic said, "Trigger trade, no homo." All right, so we're talking about Trey Songz. Now, there's new Trey Songz video out there that shows that he actually removed his mask in order to snack on fries. Now, there's been big talk about the situation with Trey Songz, right? He was arrested a few days ago, charged with a couple of things. But according to TMZ, a new video for Trey Songz side shows he had a good excuse to take off his mask at one point during the Chiefs game, but it won't help his case with cops, according to them. So that's the thing, all right? So as we saw in the video, Trey, there was a part where Trey's face mask was in chin strap mode as he chowed down on a cup of French fries. Now, while masks are required for all fans, the stadium does allow an exemption for eating and drinking. Now, however, TMZ were told that was about 10 to 15 minutes before the Kansas City Police Department officer came over, backing up 3 visits from the stadium security, demanding that Trey Songz pull up his mask. Now, the other interesting element to this is that the new video is where you can see at least a couple of other fans who are watching the game, watching the fight happen, who didn't have their mask on. So while he's in it with the cops, there's at least two other people who also didn't have the mask on. So it does make you wonder if Trey Songz was being singled out, whether it be by other fans or by security. And of course, the video that police released on Tuesday clearly shows Trey Songz, in fact, threw the very first punch during the interaction with the officer. So the French fry excuse only goes so far in explaining what went down. Now, as TMZ also reported, Trey, he also posed for a masked up pic with a security guard at some point prior to the fight that ensued. Now, it's also worth noting that he did appear to have the mask down during each of the 3 visits from security. So Trey's team, however, they claim that the officer had it out for him for the brawl, but there's still no footage supporting that, according to TMZ. So it is very interesting. And to our audience on Facebook and YouTube Live, please let us know what you all thoughts are as it pertains to the situation with Trey Songz. What Murdaham, what are your thoughts, man? Like, when you hear that?
Man, I feel like somebody was probably like in their feelings about the situation. Because, I mean, it's Trey Songz. Some girl could have been over there. I mean, it is Mr. Steal Your Girl. So, I mean, I feel like it's insinuating certain circumstances. It's always insinuating circumstances when you have affluent black people, if you want to put it that way. You get what I'm saying? And my whole thing was like, okay, this is the NFC championship game, bro, or the AFC championship game. Do you know how much I paid for this fucking ticket? Like, you worry about my man, bro? Like, you get what I'm saying?
But I mean, come on though. Now let's be realistic. So first off,
especially in the context when there's people around them that don't have on masks, it's like, I mean, if you can see me without a mask on, then you see everybody else without a mask. So why is it that Trey Songz was the only person that was singled out?
Okay, now was he singled out potentially? There's potential reason to believe that he was in fact singled out. But come on now, like the man did not have a mask on for 10 to 15 minutes, after he was already done eating the fries, basically. So, come on, man, why wasn't the mask on? So, like, if he knew they already had it out for him, why not have a mask on? If they already got it out for you, why not have a mask on? Simple as that. So I believe this here is 100% on Trey Songz. So Facebook, let us know what you guys think. You guys think Trey Songz was in the right? Was he wrong? What are your guys' opinion about what happened with Trey Songz? It is we do.
I feel like, and even with them swinging on him, they shows. You get what I'm saying? Like, who the fuck gonna swing on the police? Like, niggas. He probably was drunk and on some other shit though. You get what I'm saying?
Okay, right. I mean, hell,
And so, he choked that nigga out too.
Right, and like he did.
I would have to fire that nigga, bro.
I thought he about the DDT, buddy. I'm like, yo,
that nigga need to be fired, bro. He don't need to be the police no more. Well, I take that back. He do need to be the police because he showed a lot of restraint. So, I mean, I would be fucked up if I was him going, they giving that nigga all kind of shit. You got choked out by a singing nigga? Like, nigga, you got bodied by a singing nigga on national TV.
But that's the nature of it, though. I mean, and most of these cops, man, they're punk ass cops anyway. But that's a whole different story. We're gonna talk about that a little bit later. That's what we got as it pertains to Trey Songz. There, like we talked about, there's new video showing that he did remove his mask to eat some French fries when the situation was happening. Let's see. Vic said him and Chris Brown, 2 singers you let sing in peace. Which is true, which is the absolute truth. All right, so we're gonna take another quick commercial break, and then we're gonna come back. When we get back, Murdaham, we're talking about the Florida cop. There was a situation that happened with the Florida cop down in some part of Florida, but we're gonna talk about that. There's been some latest developments with it. It happened, I believe, on yesterday or a few days before, but we're going to talk about that in just a few minutes. You guys are tuned in to the Carlos Chaverst Jr. show with myself and Murdaham, one of our, best people to work with. We appreciate it for being a part, but we'll be back pretty soon. You guys don't go anywhere. We got more coming your way.
iHangTVs.com, Alabama's #1 HD TV and surround sound installation team, specializing in TV over brick wall fireplace installations. And yes, we hide the wires. We also install TVs on your patio with outdoor sound for great backyard fun. Call us and book your installation today. 1-877-I-HANG-TV.
I hang TVs. And yes, we hang the wires.
Welcome back, everybody. You guys are tuned in to the Carlos Chaverst Jr. show. It is Wednesday, January 27th, 2021. You guys are joined with myself and Murdaham. Man, we're just talking about the Trey Songz situation. Now we're going to basically transition into kind of the similar situation. Basically, another officer involved. Tonight's show is just officer involved stuff. We got Song. We're talking about this officer who body slammed a high school student. Okay, now there's a story out there that says that a Florida cop basically slams a student to the ground, knocking her out. Most of the video has been taken down offline, including off TMZ and including off of YouTube. They won't allow the video to stay up because they said it's promoting violence. But that's the issue that we have when it comes to these situations with cops in our countries, and they don't want to show what's happening with these police officers. But Murder has able to get exclusive video for us. So right now we're going to show you guys video from two different angles to show this young lady being body slammed by this officer. I will warn you that this is somewhat of some disturbing video to watch. So please prepare your mind and your heart to watch this video. All right, so that is one video. I want to show you guys another video. That's from one angle, but I want to show you guys another video from another angle. You have to look at this one very closely. Just it kind of happens very quickly, because it's totally unexpected on this end, especially from this angle. But check this video out here.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh! Oh! Oh my! Whoa! Whoa! Oh! Oh! Oh my!
right, so I wanted to replay that video just so you guys could get a clear understanding of actually what happened. But now, since that you guys were able to see the video, now I'm going to read part of some of these stories that are out here, part of what happened. And according to TMZ, there's a violent video of a cop slamming a female, which you guys saw, a female student to the ground and seemingly knocking her unconscious. That video is raising serious questions about the level of force that was used there. So the video was shot Tuesday at Liberty High School in Florida. You can see a young woman, allegedly a student, with her hands behind her back as a deputy slams her to the ground. There was a loud bang as the girl's head slammed to the concrete, if you guys were able to hear that. And she appears to be immediately out cold. Now, it is unclear why.
You can hear her head bounce off the ground, too.
Yeah, and yeah, we saw that. Now, we'll play the video. Give me a few seconds, and I'll replay that video. But it's still unclear why the Osceola sheriff's deputy was at the school or what led up to the deputy's involvement. The sheriff's department would only tell TMZ that the incident is under investigation. Now, I'm going to read a little bit more. Let's talk about more now because there have been some updates. So now, Osceola's county sheriff deputy he's currently on paid leave and being investigated after the student body slam. Now, also, according to TMZ, the Florida cops are feeling the heat over the video of a deputy's assault on a female high school student. So much so that they're addressing the case in a news conference. The sheriff's department there, the whole news conference discussed the case Wednesday morning after the horrific incident. Now, as an update, the sheriff's department says their deputy who body slammed the female high school student is now on administrative paid leave pending an investigation, which is being headed up by a separate law enforcement agency. The sheriff, Carlos Lopez, say he turned the case over to the Florida Department of Law Enforcement, whom he say are going to get to the bottom of whether the officer did anything wrong here or if he broke protocol / the law in restraining the teenager. So speaking of her, Lopez said that the girl whose name or age he didn't mention was treated at the scene and later released, going on to say she was, quote, fine. But on the other hand, the officer's name was dropped in the presser. His name is Ethan Fournier, who's been on the force for 10 years. But the sheriff Lopez didn't reveal his hand on any opinions, but he did say one interesting thing, that condemning death threats, he claimed, have been hurled at the officer to the utmost degree. And so he also said that while he doesn't condone rogue officers who engage in violent behavior, he equally disavows anyone calling for Fournier's life. And Lopez also said that he's innocent until proven guilty, but we know that that's not true. In America, we talked about yesterday, Murdaham, that in America, you are guilty until subsequently proven innocently. So Jeremy said, oh my effing God, about the situation. Big said cease when he saw that video. And Robin said you could hear her head hit the ground, which we very much heard. Samantha said that's so fucking uncalled for. We totally agree with you. And Marvel said, exactly. We're going to show you guys this video one more time, both videos from both angles a few times, just so for those that are just now tuning in, could get a chance to clearly see what is happening in these situations. So here we go. And here's the other video.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh! Oh! Oh my!
These videos are very disturbing. it's really sad, man.
Just
that our
imagine like
kids,
being a kid and that shit happening to you. Like you'll never look at the police again. Like you'll never like respect law enforcement again. Cause like them
yeah,
children at the end of the day, like especially when you're a
hmm
security, when you're a peace officer, you gotta remember that these are still adolescents. These aren't adults when you're dealing with them. And I just feel like we don't have that right to be a kid. You get what I'm saying? It's like we're always looked at by our skin color, not by our actual state. Like, yeah, we black, but and it was a girl. Like, it was so many other ways you could have subdued her than
hmm
slamming her to the ground.
yeah. And I agree with Samantha. Samantha said, I don't care what the situation was. That's unacceptable. And so, basically, from other reports out there, the situation that led to that was that the young lady was allegedly preparing to fight another student, and this is the force that the officer decided to use in order to break that fight up. And so that is what we're dealing with, and that's why this is the way it is. And so that's what happened. And Robin said what she asked rather. What do you think will happen as a result of this? Well, Robin, unfortunately, I don't think anything's going to happen. Right now, he is.
They're gonna chalk it up to him doing his job. He already on paid leave, and that's another
He's
thing.
a
It's
real-
like, why do they get paid when it's
Yeah.
obvious? It's obvious. Like, come on, if it was a crime being committed by a person and they got video footage of it right there, they finna put the warrant out immediately. They going right down there and
Yep.
filing charges, and then that person's gonna be arrested within the next couple of days. It's not gonna
Yep.
be, oh well, we need to do our investigation first. Like, what is there to investigate? Like, I mean, it's video showing the crime. Like, ain't that what
Mhm.
y'all be looking for? Evidence. That's the evidence right there. So
And
I
it's
don't like
often
that. I don't like that internal investigation bullshit.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And then, and that's exactly what it is. Cops gonna cover each other. They every single time. They're gonna always cover each other's back every single time. And that is what the thing is in America. That's why, quite frankly, black people, we're fed up with it because time and time again, we see those type of videos. Just like Ms. Harris said, Andrea Harris said, he traumatized her for life. But the thing is, yes, she is certainly traumatized. But one other thing? There are millions of other people too who are traumatized time and time again after seeing these videos. Okay? Every time we see a video like this where somebody is shot and killed, that does something to us. There are many. So yes, she is in fact traumatized. No doubt about that. But there are so many other people too who are traumatized just by seeing this. I cringe just hearing her head hit the ground made me cringe, okay? That right there hurts, and we see that time and time again. And when Robin asks, well, what do you think will happen as a result of this? Robin, what always happened as a result of this? Absolutely nothing. These police officers get away with this shit, as we're going to call it what it is shit. They get away with this shit every time, every single time, okay? I can count on one hand how many cops have been prosecuted for doing some rogue shit like that, and they get a paid vacation. Name another job that got you on video, slamming somebody to the ground and give you a paid vacation.
For stealing.
Investigation over, and the investigation can take 3 to 5 years. Now you done got a whole month and a half of free pay while they do an investigation to let your ass go back to work. This is what we deal with, okay? Generations of trauma for us. Ever since they brought our folk over. Matter of fact, before it go beyond them bringing our folk over here, when they traumatized our folks over there for all those years. Before they didn't just went over there and brought them over here. Over in Africa, they traumatized our people over there for a very long time before they even brought them over here. I went to a slave council where they had where 1,500 men was in a room built for only 500. I'm standing on top of inches of and probably feet of feces and shit and throw up from these folks. You know, the trauma has lasted for a lifetime.
Right.
What? And also, tell me this: why in the hell is why do we have police at schools anyway? Why is the damn police at the school? Why is the police at the school? Why we don't have people? Why we don't have community folk at the school? Where the parents at that they could be volunteering around the school? First, why the hell are kids even in the damn school? It's the pandemic out here. They trying to fight, ain't got no mask on. You know, why are they even in school? There's a lot of questions that I have behind this. And it hurts, man. It really hurts to see this time and time again. Nothing happens to these people. They do this shit, they get away with it. Okay? They shoot us in the back, get away with it. Okay? Even our next story. Our next story, we're talking about a man who was shot by Mobile police overnight. You know probably what's going to end up happening? They're going to get away with it. They're going to get away with it. But this is the reality of what it's like to be in America. This is the only, first off, you go to other countries, most of these damn police don't have guns. There's a handful of countries where the police actually have guns. You go to some of these damn countries where the police don't have no guns. You know, and so, but we have come so, this country is so fucked up. We're going to use the words we need to use, okay? That's the problem we're dealing with. And Robert said the schools and prisons go hand in hand. Do you not know, in Alabama, right now, Governor K.I. is trying to build 3 new super prisons. 3 new super prisons. Super prisons that'll be able to hold more people than the current prisons hold. Why are you building prisons to hold more damn people?
They should be investing that money in the resources. Like a lot of them folks
in resources. Why are we building 3? You know how much that shit costs? Almost $3 billion to build 3 new super prisons in a state that ain't got no money. Every time you turn around, Alabama talking about how broke they are. And guess where the money coming from? Out of all funds, do you not know where the money coming from to build these new prisons? Just take a guess. If you had to guess what fund, what would you say?
The education fund.
It's coming from the Educational Trust Fund for the state of Alabama. Why? Because the Educational Trust Fund got more money in it than even the general fund for the state of Alabama. Mostly everything that they do around Alabama is funded through the Educational Trust Fund. So now they finna take that money to build some new prisons, the Educational Trust Fund. Look it up. This is what we got to deal with. He said Birmingham is Atlanta's retarded racist cousin. That's it. Atlanta ain't just terrible.
Nah, man.
The state of Georgia might be bad, but the city of Atlanta ain't bad. But Birmingham's terrible. Robin said they're expecting to put folks in there for whatever reasons they can come up with. And that's exactly what it is. They're creating these laws, okay? Even right now, all right? There's a law in Alabama right now that's on the books to be considered when they go into session. You know what that law says? The law says, let's say we're in a group protesting, right? This is how these Republicans try to get people. Let's say you in a group and we protest. Okay, if a water bottle hit a police officer, they're gonna charge you with felony assault. They're gonna fine you $15,000. You got to serve a minimum of 1 year prison and a 1 year probation. This is what they try. This is Alabama. This is what they're trying to do. Okay. Meanwhile, in Florida, we go over to Florida, hop and skip away, and we see this. We also see this.
Whoa! Whoa! Oh! Oh! Oh my!
This is what we have to deal with, people. Patricia Bibb said it's sad. Patricia, I agree with you. But this is the thing. When are we going to stand up? When are we going to stand up? This happened in Alabama. I'm not blaming you all wherever you live. Only the people that live in Florida who could have done something immediately. Okay. When I ask, when are we going to stand up? This is what I mean. The minute that something happened to my child like that, I would have been at the front door of that school. But more importantly, besides me being there, 500 other people will also been there. We got to stand up because guess what? As Dr. King said, injustice anywhere is a threat to justice everywhere. So if we keep allowing this stuff to happen, you know what's going to end up happening? It's going to keep fucking happening. Why? Because we keep fucking allowing it to fucking happen. Stop fucking letting it happen. I don't know how nice to fucking say it. I just fucking don't. Stop letting it happen. This stuff is happening too often. These folks, the girl is traumatized. We traumatized. We don't have to be. But why are we? Because we allow it to happen. Stop allowing this to happen. Christian, she got knocked out. Why isn't everybody in the uproar around this thing? Okay. Had it been your child, would you sit up and let this happen? Okay, well, if you say no, then you need to fight when it's not your child. Because guess what? You never know when it could be your child. That mother never thought that her daughter would be body slammed by the police. We gotta stop letting it happen. Robin said, withdraw our dollars, economic boycott works. This stuff gotta stop happening. And then she said, there's no nice way to say it. And there's just the bottom line. Robin, I agree 100%. It does absolutely take a village. They say it takes a village to raise a child. What happened to our village? What happened to our village? You guys are tuned in to the Carlos Chaverst Jr. show. It's Wednesday, January 27th, 2021. We're going to take a quick commercial break, and we'll be right back with more. We have another case of a person who was shot by the hands of police. Don't go anywhere, everybody. We'll be right back.
There we are in your living room, on the big screen, building, shooting, and yelling at our teammates. Bad news for you is that we control the family room. The solution, iHang TV's zone-free gaming. We take your console and connect it to every TV in the house. You got company coming over? I can go to my room without missing a beat. And with the push of a button, you can see what I'm doing from any TV in the house.
I hang TVs. And yes, we hang the wires.
This your girl, Chia Lee, and I need y'all to pull up at 531 Huffman Road in Birmingham, Alabama to get some of the latest fashions, shoes, hair, lashes, wigs, now offering bundles and lip gloss in multiple flavors. Follow us on Instagram at Pink Empire LLC. You can always shop at www.pinkempirellc.com, and you can reach us by phone at 205-512-7310.
He has done it again. That's right. The man, the myth, the legend, Mr. Snipe Young has done it once again. Certified gold.
Certified gold. The new Native Instruments, Snipe Young expansion.
Welcome back, everybody. You guys are tuned in to the Carlos Chaverst Jr. show. We're live on Facebook and YouTube. It is Wednesday, January 27th, 2021. Murdaham, what's good, brother?
Man, you already know what it is, man. Just chilling, enjoying the day, man. Everybody, while you watch, man, like the post, man. Tag one person in the comment, share it to your page, man. We got to get to this 100 shares so we can do this giveaway, man. I think they tired of giving them stuff.
They tired of, they probably, it might sound like they are tired of.
Because, I mean, we were getting away flights, man. We didn't, like, y'all must don't want us to get in the giving spirit. I want to give some shit away. Yeah. I like giving shit away.
I love giving stuff away.
Especially to the supporters, man. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. And speaking of giving things away, we have
Saturday.
This weekend, there as people know, there's a tornado that ravaged through parts of Center Point and parts of Fultondale, Alabama. So this upcoming Saturday, the Carlos Chaverst Foundation, in partnership with Center Point Mayor Bobby Scott, is providing a disaster relief food assistance. We'll have fresh fruits and vegetables and so much more on Saturday, January 30th, 2021. That address is 533 Sun Hill Road, Center Point, Alabama, 35215. We just want to be able to take care of people and do our part and what we can to take care of our people during this time. There are so many families who are impacted from people who don't have anywhere to stay right now. We're trying to work to find a few families somewhere to stay. Some families don't have clothes. Some families don't have so many things, but we're doing everything that we can. We're partnering with I Care Alabama Network and Brother Frank Woodson to kind of help with a lot of things in our community. So just wanted to let everybody know that's what we have coming up on this upcoming Saturday. All right, Murdaham. So now, man, let's talk about a situation that happened overnight in Alabama. There was a guy by the name of Edward Bittner. He was shot and killed by Mobile police after wielding a knife at police. And so we're going to show his photo. This is 37-year-old Edward Bittner. 37-year-old Edward Bittner. He was the guy that was shot and killed by Mobile police. Now, let me kind of give you guys the situation about the situation. Now, according to AL.com and by way of the Associated Press, police fatally shot a man in Alabama who they say was armed with a knife and ran away from officers who were attempting to detain him. Now, the shooting happened Tuesday evening in Mobile after an officer stopped a vehicle on a highway following several traffic violations. Mobile Police Chief Lawrence Batiste said in a news conference. Now, a passenger in the car, 37-year-old Edward Nicholas Bittner, got out of the car and fled, is what news reporting. An officer caught to the man used a stun gun on, but he got up and ran again, the chief said. The chief also said the same scenario happened again when a second officer used a stun gun on the man. Police said that the man had refused to drop the knife before he was shot. And the chief said, quote, as a result of that, the officers had to resort to deadly force, end quote. Well, Bittner was pronounced dead at the scene, and it wasn't clear how many officers fired shots, but no police were hurt. The shooting, however, will be reviewed by the police department's internal affairs unit with the Mobile County District Attorney's Office overseeing the probe. And so that is what is going on. So as you guys can see, this is Edward Bittner, who was shot and killed by Mobile police after wielding a knife. Now, when I first heard of this, Murdaham, man, you don't know. When I first heard of this, first off, when I heard that a person had been shot in Mobile by police, you know the first thing that came to mind because of our past traumas. Okay, here we go talking about this trauma. because of our past trauma, I'm thinking the man back. You know, I'm like, oh damn, they just shot and killed a black man. So I immediately started getting on it. I told Memory, I said, look, I said today might be one of them days I could probably go protest some shit. You know, I said they didn't shot one of these black folks. I also text Ben Crump. I said, attorney, they shot and killed him, man. I ain't say what color he was because I didn't know at the point, and I didn't want Ben to get kind of overly excited about it, you know. So something told me not to say what color the man was, but
you almost said they didn't shot a niggas in Mobile.
Yeah. So, as a matter of fact, man, there was a council member. The council member, he's running for. His name is Frederick Johnson Jr. He's running for mayor in Mobile, but he's also over the public safety committee. Well, Councilor Johnson had asked for the video. He asked for any information, but the mayor nor the police department would give him, the chairman of the public safety committee, of one of the black council members down there, no information. So what ended up happening, I found somebody. I was looking for his phone number. Somebody sent me his cell number. I called him. I'm like, yo, we ready. Whatever we need to do, please find out. Let us know if this is a black man. We ready to roll. You know, whoop de whoop. But you know, come to find out, it was not a black man. But however, you know, I still think the police gonna get away regardless. This man here is one of them damn crackhead ass white men. You know, this ain't one of them. Look at this man. Let's take a good look at Edward Bittner. Okay, let's look at it. Okay, this is one of them crackhead ass white men.
Wielding a knife is kind of crackheadish anyway.
And then it's also where I was too. So they were like, so what gave it away from? So they was like, he had an extensive background. I'm like, oh shit, damn, it's a black man. But then, you know, when they said he was wielding a knife, I'm like, hold on. Black people don't typically, you know, like do the whole knife thing. You know, like if we're in an altercation, we don't do the whole knife thing. You know, it's not a gun or nothing. You know, so I'm like, hey, so that's the first thing where my mind started to change. But then, you know, when the news did in fact report that he was a white man. You know, I'm like, okay, all right, well, here we go. You know, so it's unfortunate that he was killed. The situation is sad because obviously the man was running away. They said he was running away from the police when he was shot and killed. So I think the situation is sad, but nevertheless, just like in typical police fashion, the police are going to get away with this. What are your thoughts?
I mean, in this situation, it's a little different. I mean, he was wielding a knife. I'm pretty sure they gave him multiple commands because, you know, they're gonna tell the white, come on, buddy, put it down. Don't do this, man. I don't want to kill you. I don't want to do it, man. So, I mean, that's gonna be one of them justifiables. You know what I'm saying? So, hey, Ed, man, you fucked up. You know you fucked up, right?
Yeah, you know. So, rest in peace, Ed. You know, he took one for the team.
He took one for himself. I don't know what team that nigga was on.
He took one for a black person. So
yeah. Even the playing field. So now they can be like, well, whites get killed by the police too. Yeah, but with a knife, but not just for being white. You know what I'm saying?
Yes. Yeah, he was doing something to get killed by the police. When we get killed, we're not doing anything. We don't have a weapon. We don't have a fucking weapon most of the time. When we get killed by police, we don't have a weapon. Or if we do, we got the right to bear arms, but they say, oh, he was reaching for his gun. Bitch, I wasn't reaching for no gun. I'm not trying to shoot you.
I wanted to see the video. I bet he got like 10 steps in with the knife, like, yeah, come on. Who the fuck wants it? Who the fuck wants it?
But he was running. So from my understanding,
he was running away.
He was running away from him. So he wasn't doing that. He was like, but according to the police, the man had so one of the officers had used a stun gun, right? And so so one of the officers had already tried to stun him. That didn't work, okay? He called back up. So another officer came. The other officer, so the man, so when he first stunned him, it hit him, but it didn't do nothing. The man fell, all that. He got up, he started running again. The other officer stunned him, okay, with his gun, all right? Same thing happened. Man fall, whoop the whoop, get back up, start running again, okay?
Oh, and then, pop his ass. Yeah. Pop his ass. Oh, yeah.
So they could not. So this was, they could get some.
Oh, okay. So they were chasing him.
Chris said he was high as hell. He had to be.
Yeah, they should have popped his ass.
He had to be.
They should have popped his ass.
So that's the situation, and that's what's going on with the guy. Eric Bittner, 37-year-old, shot and killed by Mobile police after wielding a knife at police. And so. Let's see. Samantha said, "Shit, he must have been on meth with all those stuff."
That's what I'm saying. Shit, ain't had no choice. Imagine how they was feeling. Like, oh shit.
Yeah.
The first dude probably like, I stunned him. You ain't do it right. Let me show you how to do it. Bow. Stunned his ass. He got up and they looking at each other like, oh yeah, I'll pop this nigga.
Star said they need to go. Star Biffle said they need to go to training to learn how to deal with people with mental illness / drugs. And that's the truth, So, and here's the thing. Yeah. Now, we start talking about defund the police. Stand by, everybody. We have a special guest. Jay Toon will be joining us momentarily. So stand by, everybody, for that as we get ready to wrap this segment up in 2 minutes. But look, so to Ms. Biffle's point, they need to go to training to learn how to deal with people with mental illness. All right, I'm a part of this whole defund the police thing. I'm with it. Let's defund them bitches and let's put some of that money toward these other resources for people dealing with mental illness and drugs, okay? Because it's wrong, man, for the police to have so much power to shoot folk the way they do, to kill them. The police chief said that the man was running away, but they had no option but to shoot him. How in hell was that your only option? How is this your only option? Okay, the man running away, but this is your only option? It is crazy. It is crazy. It is absolutely mind-boggling is what the fuck it is. We're gonna take a quick commercial break, everybody. You guys have been tuned in to the Carlos Chaverst Jr. show. Myself and Murdaham, man, we're live tonight. It's Wednesday. Stand by. We got a dope artist. We're going to show you a part of a video tonight with Jay Toon featuring Rich the Kid and Taylor Girls. Pull Up is out now, so stand by. We're going to show you all of that and more as soon as we return from the Carlos Chaverst Jr. show. Stand by.
ET phone home like Marshall.
I love you, Kenzie.
Already know everything you've been denying. 'Cause I know when you're lying. Already know everything you've been denying. 'Cause I know when you're lying. I know when you're lying.
black business. When you see us out there getting it, just support. Woo! Support. Hey! For real. Baby, it's the...
All right, welcome back, everybody. You got to tune
For
into
real.
the Carlos Chaverst Jr. show. We're live. What you say?
For real. on that last what you saying? Yeah, with that. For real.
All right, so
Shout out to our
everybody, we
supporters,
got
man. Everybody that's sending in videos too, man. Big shout out to y'all.
Yes, please make sure you guys support all the businesses who have taken the time. And if you guys got a business, please send us that information. All right, so we got a special guest, Murdaham. We got a special guest tonight, Jay Toon.
Yes,
All right,
yes.
so tell us about Jay Toon.
Yes.
And I think he's with us now. Jay Toon, what's good, man? Can you hear us?
I can't hear you.
All right, so
Can't hear that. It's like it's going through a portal.
all right, let's see. All right, can you hear us?
Can you hear me?
We can hear you.
Okay, good. Mic check 1, 2. Can you hear me?
I think it might be a little low, but we can hear you.
Okay, can you hear me now?
Yeah.
Okay, great.
Yeah.
Okay.
What's
How
good?
y'all doing?
Where you headed to?
To the studio.
Okay, bet. Yeah, so a little bit about Jay Toon. Jay Toon is one of the artists I manage, actually a good friend of mine. You know what I'm saying? I was blessed to have the opportunity to be able to even work with them on a professional level like that. Got a lot of shit going on, man. He used to be signed with Bases Loaded. Currently signed with Rich Forever right now. Got a crazy song right now called Pull Up, is out right now. Over 500,000 views on YouTube. I think it's like at 80 plus on Spotify right now, doing crazy numbers. So yeah, Jay Toon, tell me a little bit more about yourself. You know, where you from, what you got going on.
Shit, I was born in Detroit, raised in Columbus, and really like, you know what I mean, been working on the music shit in the A. So just got this record. We push right now, Pull Up featuring Rich and the Taylor Girls. So you know, got a lot coming behind that, but right now, you know, we just focusing everybody up on the record we pushing. So, you know, so on YouTube, on the IG, I'm the number one, J-A-Y, the number 2, U-N-E. So everybody go stream that, go download that, go view that, go support that, and I think everybody supporting it up to this point.
Okay. And yeah, no, that's dope. So we appreciate you, man, for coming on. And we got your song here. We want to play your song for everybody so they could know. So this is everybody's Jay Toon featuring Rich the Kid and Taylor Girls. Pull Up is out now everywhere, and you guys are hearing it. There's new music for you. Check out Jay Toon featuring Rich the Kid and Taylor Girls. Pull Up.
She had a drip fucking wet when I pull up on her. Titties all out when I pull up on her. Fucking on the couch when I pull up on her. I'ma stick it in her mouth when I pull up on her. Ain't cuffing no hoe, she basic. When you fall in love, just face it. I just want you in the shower all naked. I'ma bust up in the mouth, let her taste it. She call me a star. Put up the foreign to me and your heart. I'm taking it broad. You niggas is pussy, we pulling your card. Choppers all out when I pull up on you. Any shit out when I pull up on you. You been talking out the mouth, gotta pull up on you. Ooh, beat so bad, gotta pull up on you. On my way. Leaving lanes in the ways for the bird. She flies so high, we ride like a 6-4. I'm spilling apart. Shawty, I'm pulling up. Little mama hit my phone, so I pull up. Know the bass shaking, I'm home when I pull up.
R-E-E. Boy, pot ain't big, but still crying in the TP. Ain't done none of that E. Big old boss. I wear a cross to the butt nigga cross. Everyone that love to the loss. Running this shit to the top. Praying I got it, I pop. Robert that's still in the lock. Hoping don't jam when I pop. I would never be a flop. Real God, I need them all. Anything I want, I cop. Bust down on the watch. Really don't take it, don't top. All of that money just talk.
On my way. Leaving lines in the ways for the birds. When I fly, she flies so high. We ride like a 6-4. In the park, shawty, I'm pulling up. Little mama hit my phone, so I pull up. Know the bass shaking your home, girl, when I pull up. Know the bass in no throne, girl, when I pull up. She jumping in the face, as soon as I pull up. Get it up, man, and try to get it close, nigga. To make a nigga bitch wanna jump inside to kill my vibe, to bring my ass. I can say no lies for no way. To verify, I play that bit, let me crank that volume up on that bullshit. The real I ain't got no. That's why no one else is allowed to sit my down. That bitch, I'm in that backseat while she driving. Tell her don't wreck my shit, don't wreck my shit. She pulling off in that whip, that's my sweet shit. My phone already know it, yeah. Little mama hit my phone, so I pull up. Know the bass shaking your home, girl, when I pull up. Know the bass in no throne, girl, when I pull up. She jumping in the face, as soon as I pull up. And I won't leave.
All right, everybody. That is Pull Up. It is out now. That's J. Coon featuring Rich the Kid and Taylor Girl. That single is out now. Man, that bitch is right. Matter of fact, I just downloaded it as my library on Apple Music. So now I got some new shit to ride to. This bitch is right. So again, everybody, that's J-Tune. J-Tune, man, that's some fine shit there, man.
Thank you, bro. Appreciate that, man. Bless up on that for real.
I'm looking forward to the many more things. Now look, J-Tune, I'm an activist by kind of trade a little bit, if that's what people want to call it. But now I got a little rap too. I'm gonna let you hear a little bit of my little rap. Let you hear that real quick.
They say the white supremacists stormed the Capitol. Had it been niggas, we would've dead on arrival. Trump the worst president in U.S. history. Now all the racist niggas in the minority. But what you heard, we got guns too. If you niggas wanna fight, we can.
Alright, so yeah, that's a little bit what I got. We might do a little feature or something now. You never know.
That sound like some riot music. That sound like you trying to start a riot.
It is.
You cut that bitch on the ride.
I had to take him to the studio to do that, put this shit together. It is. It'll make you want to beat a nigga up. It will.
Hey, J-Tune, Vic want to know if you from 63rd.
For 63rd.
I don't know about that.
Yeah, Big messy, bro. He messy.
Man, I don't even know
that Chicago shit, man. You know that King Von. Well, you know them niggas. We don't even be talking about King. You know King Von. That nigga from 64th. You know they don't fuck with the nigga from 63rd. I got that. Yeah, that shit funny. Big just said he was from 63rd though. But Big just said he was from 63rd, so I got that.
Big from everybody from 63rd.
He from 64th and 63rd. Big.
So J2, what projects do you have coming up? You guys know, you said you were going to the studio tonight. You got some things that you working on that we can look forward to. You know, I see that. That's some fine shit there. But I know that couldn't possibly be it.
Nah, we constantly working, man. You know, ABR always be recording, so we constantly in the lab trying to perfect the craft. I got an EP, you know what I'm saying, done. I just turned it in to Rich, so Rich going through and doing, you know, his Rich the Kid thing with it. So it'll be ready and done. So, we just paying attention to the pull up and just trying to be strategic. And, we want to be the right time. When we got the most hits and the most eyes on us, and then we'll bring the project. You know what I mean? But it'll definitely be first quarter.
Okay. All right, that's good news. Well, man, you always welcome on here, man. Anytime you want to drop something here, let us know. Let Murdaham know we got you. We want you to drop all this shit right here.
Oh, you already know that. You know what I'm saying? Murder locked in. We team and we family. So, we got all the exclusive shit by default.
Yeah, man. So, tell the people where they can follow you on social media, man.
1 JAY, the number 2 UNE on the ground. Make sure you go. You can Google me, JTune JAY, the number 2 UNE, all one word, and it's on all platforms now. Go stream, go download. I need to run the numbers up as much as possible. You know what I'm saying? So we can take this thing to the next level, and we can continue to bring, that energy to the world, man. I appreciate y'all for the platform, man. Keep doing what y'all doing. You know what I mean? I'm paying attention to y'all, bro. Y'all definitely growing. And, you know what I mean? Keep doing that shit, bro. Keep that pressure on.
Yes, sir. We appreciate you, man. So everybody that's J2, you got a single out now. Is J2 featuring Rich the Kid and Taylor Girls. Pull Up is out now everywhere, Spotify, Apple Music, Amazon Music. Find it wherever you can, and support. That's what we got to do. Support one another. So again, appreciate
and request it. Tell your local DJ to spin that shit. Call your local station and tell them to play that shit. And send to your favorite friend. Tell them to goddamn download it. You know what I'm saying? Tell a friend to tell a friend, man. That's how. You know what I mean? One person at a time, and we just build it up. You know what I mean? Just build it up.
Yes, sir. Well, appreciate you, man. And you're welcome back anytime. Just let us know, and we got you.
Thank you, bro. Peace.
Yes, sir. Take care. Appreciate you, Murdaham, for setting it up, man.
Yeah.
That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Yeah, that's pretty cool. All right, so we're gonna take a quick commercial break, and I think we're gonna wrap up with this stock stuff. There's some stuff that happened with GameStop and AMC today, so we want to talk about that. People that are not aware, some big, very, very, very big things happened. So you guys are tuned in to the Carlos Chaverst Jr. show. Is Wednesday, January 27th. Like, tag, and share the video. Like the video, tag somebody in the video, and share the video, and we'll appreciate it. But don't go anywhere. We will be right back. Welcome back, everybody. You guys are tuned in to the Carlos Chaverst Jr. show. Murdaham, man, look, I'm be jamming to that shit all night.
Yeah, it's a dope record, man. Getting a lot of good feedback from it, man. A lot of DJs been playing it. Shout out to DJ Jesus, man. You know what I'm saying? Strap Jesus spinning that for me. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, trying to make moves behind it, man. You know what I'm saying? That's why I've been busy a lot, man. Tapping in with a lot of DJs, trying to use my connections to get that to another level. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just proud to be able to be a part of it. You know what I'm saying? So from the point that we took off with it, you know what I'm saying, now to being at over 500,000 views on YouTube, you know what I'm saying? That's real big. And we almost at like 1,500 subscribers too. We just started this campaign 3 weeks ago. So I'm proud of that, man. I'm real proud of that.
Okay. Yeah, that's pretty dope. So no, it's getting up there. So it's gonna take off.
Yeah.
It's definitely gonna take off. All right, so I want to talk about one final thing in our final few minutes here. So I'm not sure if you saw the big news today though, but GameStop and AMC stock has soared through the roof today. Okay, through the absolute roof today. By the end of the day, GameStop stock was valued at $300. Now, at its highest point today, GameStop stock had gotten up to $377. Now, since the beginning of the year, the stock till today, the stock has risen over 3,000%. When originally the beginning of the year, GameStop stock was about $4 per share. But now it's taken off and it's currently at $300 per share. And those numbers are actually expected to continue to rise for GameStop and over the next couple of days. And now when people are like, well, what actually happened? Well, what caused that? Now, it's very deep. It's a very tricky thing. And it's something that could potentially be a game changer for how stock is conducted all across the country here. Now, I'm not sure if you guys are familiar with the popular app called Reddit. Well, there's an app called Reddit, and you have all these channels, subreddits, and all these kind of stuff where there are conversations about God knows what. But the popular Reddit page, they have a Reddit page called Wall Street Bets, and it is fond of targeting short sellers. Now, if you've ever played craps, these are the guys betting against the table, and their tactics, while often lucrative, have burnished their reputation as bloodsuckers and other unpunishable names. Now, it's not hard to understand why someone would short GameStop. However, now the company is expected to lose money this year and next year, but sales growth is sluggish because gamers no longer need to go to the mall to buy games or consoles. That being said, some of the investors have argued that GameStop was seriously undervalued, especially when video games have become staples of the stay-at-home pandemic era. Now, the GameStop stock surge began for a legitimate reason. The company announced on January 11th that it had added 3 new directors to its board, including Chewy co-founder Ryan Cohen. Now, investors, they like Cohen, brought digital experience to the table, something that the largely brick-and-mortar GameStop desperately needs. And as video games go digital and malls continue their unending slump into irrelevance. Now, GameStop stock rose a little less than 13% on January 11th, but that wasn't a normal momentary stock surge. 2 days later, it rose 57%, then 27%. The next week, it surged 10%. Twice and 51% another day. This week, it rose another 18%, then 93%, and more than double today. Now, the reason is twofold, both of which are far removed from anything related to the company's fundamental strength. Investors following the Reddit groups brought a ton of GameStop options, and short sellers had to buy shares to cover their losing bids. Now, on Wednesday, while all 3 major stock indexes tumbled, GameStop finished up a mind-boggling 134%. For perspective, 1 year ago, a single share cost about $400. It is now almost $300. But as we mentioned, it's not just GameStop. Now, a similar story was playing out with shares of AMC, the movie theater chain that's been devastated by the pandemic. Now, shares of the of the new SWB play thing were up more than 200% Wednesday after members of the Reddit board and investors of Robinhood were touting the stock. Now, the hashtag Save AMC was trending on Twitter. Both AMC and GameStop spiked so rapidly Wednesday they triggered automatic halts designed to protect against volatility, which I've for sure know that to be a fact because this morning when I went to try to buy some stock, it would not allow me to buy that stock. But I did see the stock for $4 a share right before it went up to $377 at its highest point of the day. Now, what I will say is people that did invest in GameStop, you should immediately go ahead and get that money. Okay, so the Reddit thing, I will note that is only meant for short-term investments. Okay, that is not so what they're doing is now a sort, they got a group of 3.6 million people. They're taking all these millions of people and have them to buy a stock, raising the value of an undervalued company, what it's perceived to be, like GameStop, right? So GameStop essentially lost money that last year, but why are their stocks up? Well, because of this group. This group has 3.6 million people, having all these people to buy stock, clearly shows a very good day for them. That's how AMC was also able to see very good stock. Now, in AMC's defense, they had a very good year last year. They were up upwards of $90 million in revenue in a year where they were also suffering from the pandemic. So, but to my point, though, if you did get the chance to purchase those GameStop stock, I would go ahead and immediately sell that because, again, GameStop, the company itself is doing very poorly. But because that Reddit group, they were able to boost that up today. So that could potentially be the game changer, how this one group could change how the entire dynamics of how trading is done based upon this one group that has built a network of 3.6 million people, right? So if you bought your stock, I would go ahead and sell it so that you can capitalize because we never know. Tomorrow, they could be down that same almost 200% that they were up today. Okay, so I would be very, very, very careful with that. And that's the whole thing with trading and all that kind of stuff. That's what you get into. That's the whole risk you take. Okay, these people were able to get around the risk and build a company and make it profit, and it was losing money. So and it's still losing money that way because I read that the investors of the company, although the stock was up, they still lost money because their investment still didn't yield them anything, if that makes sense, because of how poorly the company has started to do on last year. So that's what's going on. So congratulations to everybody that purchased that stock from GameStop. Congratulations and AMC, but I would say go ahead and cash that in immediately.
Thanks. I hate that I ain't even get in on it because I'm big on capitalizing. So I'm kind of sad that I didn't buy as much money as I spent at fucking GameStop. I made more playing around with it. Facts.
Yep, which is true.
People making a killing off of that.
So now when you see white people that are very successful as investors, these folks literally take their money and invest it all into the stock market. And here's the thing, here's the gamble. If you take all your money and invest it, something is going to yield some on your return. Okay. The more you invest, the more likeliness you will yield some on your return. Okay. Most oftentimes, some of these folks have just $10,000 lying around, right? And so they just take $10,000 investing into the stock market. Okay. Well, this $10,000, depending on what you're investing in, could yield you upwards of $100,000, if not more than that, right? So that's what they're doing. So they'll take another. So they'll take, okay, well, I'm up $100,000. It only cost me 10, so now I can put in 40,000. So this 40,000 is going to yield them even more money. So that's how they're able to build on this stock stuff. But these are people who watch this stuff daily. They live, eat, sleep, and breathe this stuff. Now, so I see these folks that's like, it's hot right now. Stock is happen to be the thing right now. So everybody into stock right now. That's okay. But if you're going to learn it, okay? If you're going to learn it, don't just, because I see folks around here like, well, I put $20 in. I hope I'm going to get some on that. Learn it. If you're going to do it, learn it. Do it right. Quit half-ass doing stuff. Learn how these folks are doing it and do it the way they doing it, okay? Because while you around here investing $20, these folks investing $10,000, getting $100,000, $400,000 on a $10,000 return, okay? So we just got to learn the same things that they're doing. Watch these videos. I talked to somebody today. Her brother is a multi-millionaire. She said that She said her brother got mad at their dad, left Alabama, went to Georgia. Okay. When he went to Georgia, at Emory University, there was a seminar on buying property, investing money in stock. He took the seminar. He tried to get his siblings he got about 6 siblings. He tried to get every single one of them to take the same seminar he took. That one seminar has him as a multi-millionaire today in Georgia, okay? This man learned from that seminar, took money, and invested. She told me today, she said, you know what? We all want to do our own thing. We had, other stuff going on. He went to Georgia. He tried to get us to take the seminar, and we just wouldn't do it. He said, Carlos, if we would have took this seminar, we would all be multi-millionaires just like my brother is. She said it straight up like that today. And that's the absolute truth. Learn what these folk are doing, man. Like even with real estate, people think getting your real estate. There was a black Republican, Mr. Casey, W.C. Casey, taught me the trade of getting a real estate license. He said, Carlos, so you don't have to learn all. He said, yeah, you can teach all this kind of stuff. This man been doing real estate for 70 years, okay? He said, he'll teach you all kind of stuff. He said, the only thing when it comes to real estate you need to learn is the glossary. You learn the definitions, you can pass the test. All the test is the definition. You learn the definitions, you can pass the test. Okay? And that's the truth of the matter. Let's learn this stuff and let's capitalize on it. When I find me some good time, I'm gonna learn, the glossary to this stuff and try to do the real estate thing. That's what we got to be doing. Learn the stuff to what he goes through. Vic said he headed to the seminar. Vic said, Vic, you gotta own a suit first now. God damn. Do you own a suit to wear to the damn seminar, Vic? You gotta own a suit to wear to the damn seminar, Vic. You can't just be walking up in them folk seminar in no damn Jordans on, Vic. But that's the trick of it. That's the truth. So I encourage everybody, learn. If you want to do stock, learn it. Learn it. Learn it. Learn it. Don't just play around with it. Learn it for real. Okay? There are people making money. I want to see you make this little change. I want to see you make some money. Okay? Learn what these folks are doing. Clubhouse. We think Clubhouse is only with black people on it. Okay? There are more white people there. If you look through that world on Clubhouse, you will see all those groups of them white folk. Memory had to tell me about it. I'm like, oh, it ain't no black people. He said, no, all my people, all I see is white people. I said, oh, I started looking. I see them damn white people with all them damn rooms, real estate rooms. There's a room I just subscribed to for nonprofits. Every Thursday they do a pitch your nonprofit. They raising money for nonprofits. You got to pitch your nonprofit. These folk in this room sending money to the nonprofit with the best pitch. These are the type of things that we need to be doing. Simple as that. And it's so simple as this. It's simple as this. Okay, we can give scholarships to these children out here. And let me tell you how we can do scholarships. Okay, we can just give $100, okay, to people. This is how you do it. All you need, matter of fact, 1,000. We can give $1,000. You need 10 people that every month to say, okay, we're gonna put this $100 aside. 10 people. That's all. 10 people every single month. Okay, 10 people every single month. We build a group of 10 people and say, this 10 people every month we're gonna put $100, and that's $1,000. So every month we got $1,000 to give to somebody to do something. Right. Or we got this $1,000. Okay, we got this $1,000. Now each one of us, okay, there's 10. Okay, so hear what I'm saying. Okay, we got this group of 10. We could take each month, one of us, we do a drawing. One of us get this $1,000. We invested in stock. Next month, another person get $1,000. We invested in stock. Okay. The next month, another person get $1,000. We invested in stock. Or we could do 2 people a month, $500. Okay. Every month, 2 people get $500. Take this to you investing in stock. We building in each other. We investing in each other. Okay. We want to see each other grow. We all put into this pot the same equitable amount of $100, okay? And it's only 10 of us. It's only 10. It ain't a lot of us, okay? And so those are the type of things that we need to be doing. Even when we're talking about buying property, we can do the same thing to buy property, okay? If we all took $100 a month, just 10 people, we got $1,000. By the third month, we can go buy some property out there, okay? Every 3 months, we should be going to buy property.
Thanks.
Off just $100. What we putting in $1,200 a person a year is going to yield us a whole fucking community. Now we buy a property every month for a whole year in this area. We got us a whole damn community. One of these houses we're gonna turn to our grocery store. One of these houses we're gonna turn to, where you get your medicine, your pharmacy. We're doing this ourselves because the people these 10 people here, we all know how to do this stuff. We got a builder, we got a painter, we got a welder, we got all this kind of stuff. We need to build those kinds of co-ops. Okay, those are called co-ops. Let's build co-ops. And that's how we transform people. Ain't no reason black folk not doing stuff like this already, taking our money, investing in each other. We build each other up, buying this stock. Okay, right now. Okay, one group of us just taking $1,000. Okay, now if we bought, let's say how many shares? If the shares were $4, let's say we had $1,000, right? What's that? 400 shares, huh? Okay, no, 250 shares. 250 shares. Sorry, 250 shares. Okay. So let's say if we got this $1,000, we say, okay, we're just gonna put in this stock, okay? And it's 250 shares, and it got up to 370 shares. We're gonna take its highest point, okay? So now these 250 shares that we paid $100 for, $1,000 total today. Let me show you something. They got up to 377. We're gonna take its highest point. That'll be $94,000. Okay, you multiply that by 10 people, you got $9,427 for all of these folks, these 10 people that we're taking home each, okay, all for just putting in $100.
Okay.
My $100 investment yielded me $9,400, $9,300.
Okay. We talk shit like that.
That's what we should be doing. We're gonna talk about that more, Murdaham, as we get on. But it's been a very good show, man. It's our time. What's your final thoughts? Your final word?
Be blessed, be prosperous, man. Be you. Appreciate everybody for tuning in. Make sure you go stream Willie. Shut the fuck up. Make sure you go watch Pull Up on YouTube. J-Tune featuring Kid and Taylor Girls. And yeah, man, smoke some weed and drink some water, man. Enjoy the rest of the night.
Enjoy the rest of the night, everybody. We'll be back tomorrow, Thursday. We'll have LaShonda Scales, County Commissioner, current candidate for Birmingham Mayor, for part 2 of her interview. We have her live tomorrow night, so please be on standby for that. But we appreciate you guys for tuning in. It's been a very great night. Remember what I said, love on somebody, take care of somebody, tell somebody you love them, from afar, give people hugs. We've been in a pandemic, folks. We've been having masks on. You ain't been smiling like you normally smile. You've been having a mask on. And don't lie and tell me you've been smiling, because in other words, you'll be a fool to be smiling and can't nobody see it.
Right.
Which means you ain't been smiling. So smile a little bit more. Smile just a little bit more. Good night to you, Marva Middlebrooks. Thanks so much for tuning in. We'll see you guys same place, same time tomorrow. Thanks for tuning in for wherever in the world you were tonight. It's been great. Murdaham, brother, we appreciate you. And, we look forward to another dope show on tomorrow night.
It's a Carlos Chaverst Jr. You and me will always be tight. Chaverst giving up the day and night. And even when you start acting like a fool, we appreciate you 'cause it's all for the move. I know that all for the